Howdy y'all, and welcome back to I Am Abled Because I Am is Able. Alright, so I'm in the house right now because I wanted to share with you something that I've been doing lately for occupational therapy. One of these days I want to share with you what the difference is between occupational and physical therapy, but today does not feel like that day. I want to tell you about something that I've been doing lately. And to make a very long story short, I'm learning piano again. Alright, some of you who have been following me for a while, or who have known me for a while, know that I used to be really big into playing guitar and singing and playing cajon, which is a box drum that you sit on, and that I don't play piano. Well, there's a good reason for that. When I was younger, both my parents were quite musical. My mom mostly played the guitar around the house, although she learned many instruments over her lifetime. And my dad predominantly played the piano, even though he played a couple different instruments over his lifetime. So that's what I was exposed to a lot growing up. And Amy Grant was one of my, well, inspirations musically. And yeah, so I always kind of wanted to play the piano. But I had a bad experience when I was a kid trying to learn. And then I tried again in college for 2 years. I believe it was closer to 3, but I don't know, somewhere between 2 and 3 years I tried learning piano. And I understood the rhythm aspect of it. Took me a while to grasp the math of it, but basically I understood the rhythm, and I aced my music theory, and yet I still felt like I was painting by numbers every time I sat in front of a piece of music and a piano. And so after 2.5 years or so of trying to just force myself to learn, I was so frustrated. I even went to a private teaching with a church friend of mine. That worked out even worse. I ended up kind of teaching them. But anyways, so I kind of gave up on it. It has been roughly 14 to 15 years since I have even touched a piano. And there was something recently that came up that I don't want to go into because it's just too much time. And there was a mini meltdown involved, but not huge, according to my parents. And in the process of this happening, my mom realized, and I agree with her, that maybe my heart wasn't ready to totally give up on piano. And as some of you may know, I have someone very special in my life who is a wonderful piano player and teacher. She's my best friend. You've seen her on a few videos, and you'll see her more in future videos because I've already filmed them because she's awesome. And so I recruited her for some help, and I have been taking lessons. Now, does that mean that I will be playing anything awesome for you anytime soon? Yeah, I'm not there yet. I might record some of my progress just so you can see what's kind of happening. And I don't know though, because I'm not really that great at it, in my opinion. It's coming along, I'm not going to lie, but there are some major hurdles to come up against, and I do want to talk more about that in future videos, because honestly what I'm learning about how my brain is working, I hope can actually help some other people so that maybe they won't be so intimidated by piano that it'll take them 15 years to conquer their fears of learning piano. So yeah, that's what's been going on, and that's what's been actually a joy in my week. First of all, I get to see my bestie once a week. How awesome is that? And secondly, I'm getting to finally understand some of why my brain and my body was so frustrated when it came to piano before. And she is really helping me work through some major stuff that I did not even realize was going on. Partly having to do with dyslexia and dysgraphia. For those of you, really quick answer to what that is. Dyslexia, you turn everything around in a word. Dysgraphia, you jumble the whole word up. I'll go more into that when it gets to that video, but I just wanted to give you a quick idea as to what's happening there. It also affects music, and there's so much going on when you're having to read music and figure out both hands and figure out timing and everything that's going on, your brain is like working on the most gigantic obstacle course. So it's really been an interesting thing to work through, and I'm so grateful that we are such good friends and that she is willing to work through me, through this with me. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, so here I am sitting at the piano talking to you about what's going on in my world. And I know I haven't been doing a lot of these posts, but you'll be seeing some more coming up soon, I hope, if I can get my brain to work. And that is how I have been abled lately, despite not necessarily feeling very abled. So is there something in your life that has been a daunting task to think about doing? Maybe it scares you a lot. Maybe you don't feel very capable of doing. That maybe you've been feeling inspired to do lately and you're not sure how. I'd love to hear about it. Tell me down below. Also, is there something in your life, like an instrument, that you really loved trying, but it just never worked out? I'd also love to hear that below. I happen to know one of my dear friends, their big thing was counter cross stitch. They made a few wonderful samples, but it just wasn't their thing. All right, so sound off below. I really want to hear good things. Please remember that this is a place for helping each other out, for shouting out good things, not actually shouting at people. All right, I'm looking forward to hearing your responses. God bless. Thanks for watching. Bye.